Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a general love reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Now, because it's general and for a rather large collective, it can't resonate for everyone, so discard the reading if it doesn't. Remember that there is no gender. If I pull a king or a queen, it really doesn't matter what their sex is. It's all about the personality that I'm describing. All the information to book a private personal is in the description below and in the pinned section of the comments. I also offer a membership, so if you're interested in that, you can hit the join button below, or you can check it out in the membership tab of the channel. Okay, so we have my body, my home. I'm at peace in my body. My body carries me through the world, and I celebrate it. I am at home and fully present in my body. So I feel like you're really present in the moment, and we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life with believe in the impossible. What's interesting here is I think that you have freed yourself from a specific mindset, right? I think maybe you were stuck in a cycle of past energy. There's a shift here where instead of concerning yourself with things that have happened to you before and things that could happen in the future, you're actually present in the now. And I feel like that's making it possible to enjoy it. Tell me this energy for me with these. Okay. So the overall energy here is the Three of Swords. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, the Eight of Cups, the Two of Cups, Strength, the Fool, Leo and Aquarius energy here. The Ten of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Swords and the Devil, Capricorn energy. Yeah, I think there were like 3 major relationships in your life that have hurt you. And I think that the difference here is, though, like there was some behaviors behind that, right? So like you got hurt and maybe you tried to walk into something with an open heart and then got hurt again. And then the third time, I think you may have actually walked away from love and known that that's what you were doing. That like actually this was like a relationship that you should have fully committed to. And I think you walked away from a person whilst you were still in love with them. I feel like it was really hard to like overcome some type of fear to get back into something here. Like there's a lot of pain that I think was dredged up in some type of argument or fight that was had here. Like it was really toxic. Like things got really, really bad. And I feel like correcting this relationship is actually is like a harder fact because of whatever happened here. You know, the Five of Swords and the Devil is not like something cute. So it's like Yeah, that's spiritual warfare here with the Hierophant and the devil. It's like, because things that happened in other situations, you like brought that into this situation. And the second things got hard, maybe you walked away. And it was like while you were still in love with this person. So there could have been a time period of like obsession, or where, the two of you were like separated, but still just couldn't really release a tie. The interesting part here is that I feel like this is reflective. I feel like this person brought the same energy into the relationship. They had been hurt before. And even though they could see that you were committed to them, they also agreed to leaving this situation behind. At the time, it felt like it wasn't serving either individual. And they had to also get past whatever pain happened in this relationship. I feel like there's recognition on both parties' ends. Again, the Two of Cups to me, people say it's like a soulmate card, a twin flame card, and I think that that's pretty true. It doesn't have to be a twin flame, but I think it's a reflection of energy when you meet someone who's just like you. There's recognition on both people's end that things really ended here because of the way that they think, not because of something that in real life was happening. That's the craziest part about a lot of relationships and like the toxicity that occurs in modern relationships, is that like a lot of it has nothing to do with what's actually happening in that current relationship. It's the past betrayals, the way that you've been hurt before, the things that you've seen happen to other people. I think a lot of people that come to tarot who believe that they're being cheated on are actually not being cheated on. It's just such a common thing to talk about these days. And if there's some distance or some tension in the relationship, they automatically assume that this would be something like that, where it's like both of you are just completely sabotaging the relationship, pushing each other away, always fighting, always hurting each other, but not because you didn't love each other and not because you didn't want to be together, but because you were letting fear take over from past situations. And there's like a real, on both ends, recognition of this. So what about the relationship in the present? Okay, got the Five of Wands in the reverse, the Knight of Cups, the Tower, the Knight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, the Star, Aquarius energy. So I feel like there's not really any tension or drama. I feel like the two of you have both apologized for things. And I feel like there's even an opportunity to rebuild things here. I think that I feel almost like this had to happen in this relationship. It's like the relationship had to fall apart so the two of you could be separate. And that is twin flame shit, right? Like when we talk about twin flame, that's something that happens in those relationships, whether you believe in twin flame or not. What I'm saying is two people separating, and then instead of, doing what most people do these days, which is blame the other person, everybody was like, what the fuck am I doing? Why do I keep doing this? Why are things like this? And instead of just blaming another person, they really became self-aware. This is my pattern, and this is what I keep doing. But I feel like now there's this honesty between the two of you about the type of actions that need to be taken. And, I feel like how things need to go. And maybe that's what was missing before, because there's a lot of swords out here. I feel like there was just huge misunderstandings and miscommunication, and two people with really like maladaptive type of behavioral patterns when it comes to love as a whole. So I feel like currently the relationship is in a healing phase where the two of you are talking about what is necessary to rebuild. And it looks like with the Five of Wands in the reverse that maybe it's a pretty peaceful time. I also feel like nobody's avoiding the conflict anymore, and that could have been the problem. That's why there was a communication issue, was just to avoid the issues creating even more issues later on. So what's the advice in the situation moving forward? The Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's saying like as long as you work, you know, it's gonna be a lot of work, you know? And I feel like the other person also is aware of this. As long as you do the work and really like work on your communication skills and knowing, you know, being able to really firmly state what it is that you want and just go for it. You know, there's the necessities here are communication and action. And I feel like, you know, there's already been a lot of time invested in this situation. But in the long haul, like the stability, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, right? As long as you work for it, you can have, this relationship can be everything. You have to work on it though. And it mostly is going to come down to communication. Can you be honest and open and vulnerable? You know, and can you clear up that mental space? Stay in the present. Understand that this is the relationship now. This is not the relationship 6 months ago. This is not the relationship a year ago. And this is not your relationship 3 relationships ago. You know, this is what's happening now after two people have really changed. Okay, bye.